Hey, welcome back to Following the Signs. This pick a pile reading are messages from your higher self and what you need to know right now. This is a general reading, so the messages may or may not resonate. However, I hold the belief that if you were drawn here from the title, that there's something in here for you. So without further ado, I'll let you make your selection. Timestamps will be in the description box below, along with the decks that I'm using, and any way in which you may wish to connect with me. If you resonate and like this message, please like and subscribe to my channel. Hey Pile 1, this is your reading if you've selected the little rune Manaz, aka the Self. This is coming in with a very strong energy of humility and stepping into a space of real integrity for yourself and past experiences. It's the rune of beginnings and endings, and something that has happened within your life right now, and this is sort of very apparent throughout this reading. Everything that has happened has led you to this exact point. And you're really moving into an energy where you are seeing things for what they are. The rune Manaz, it's the first rune. So it itself is a starting point, and it's a willingness to change. And that's effective right now. A correct relationship to yourself is primary. From it flow all possible right relationships with others and with the divine. You're really connecting right now and understanding there's a deeper internal part of yourself, and you're really opening up to it. Now, the cards that have shown up today, we've got the Pluto card, number 11 card. The number 11 could be symbolic to someone could be born on the 11th. Strong Scorpio energy with this card. So you could be a Scorpio or have that energy, some aspect in your chart. It could even be that you're born under Pluto and Scorpio. But the Pluto card is a card of transformation, and it shows up when there's something that's happening around us that we're not really seeing the bigger picture until boom, crash. Oh shit, my life's fallen apart. So it's very much Tower moment energy when the Pluto card shows up. The Greek legend of Pluto. Now, he was the god of the underworld, also known as Hades. And Hades means unseen. And it is a good description of the energies of Pluto, which tend to transform areas of the astrological chart without us knowing, until explosion or blowout. And that is so true. Like, sometimes things can be at play throughout our life, and while it can feel like everything's happening around us, it's not till this fucking tower explodes that we can see that it's actually all happening for us. And you're in a space now where you are transmuting those energies within yourself. Like, you are not a victim of your circumstances. Like, you are thriving, surviving right now in this propel forward in your own spiritual journey. Very interesting. You've got the Kundalini rising card, number 22 card. Again, that number could be symbolic to you. It could be 22, or you could be born on the 22nd of any month. I do have the energy of the 2211 here. So that's a master number, and someone could be born on the 22nd of the 11th. And if you are, kudos to you, because that's also my birthday. But yeah, this was very resonating, this energy, the Kundalini. Now, Kundalini energy is like, it's stored within us all. It's lying there dormant, and in the base of the spine like a coiled snake. And when that erupts through us, it like activates every chakra, or our 7 main functioning chakras, and can really propel the individual forward in their life. So like the fact that this card is showing up here along with that Pluto card says to me that you have been experiencing, or you have gone through something that's really brought you to your knees, and it's activated this Kundalini energy within yourself. You've probably had a lot of revelations, you've probably had a lot of things leaving your life, a lot of experiences closing out, because you're making this connection between past, present, future, soul, body, everything sort of aligning as to why these experiences have occurred in your life. It could also be the energy of actually just, having something completely traumatic or horrific happen in your life. Maybe you've been diagnosed with an illness. Maybe you've experienced a death of a close relative. Whatever it is, it's really changed and caused this internal growth that's activated within you right now. And you're now understanding too that not only can these awakenings occur from big shit that goes down in your life, you're also understanding now that I can achieve this same level of shift, internal shift, through breathwork, through doing yoga. And you're understanding now all these modalities that potentially at one point in your life might have seemed like, oh my God, like, it's just a bit much. Like, you may have seen people really like embracing this movement in their body and think, oh fuck, like, chill, not for me. But now, like, you're understanding the benefits of all these modalities. You've had the elves, the playfulness card that's shown up here, and this is really that support from the energies that are around you, that are inviting you to just get in touch with that part of yourself that actually brings you a lot of joy. The elves, it invites you to get in touch with your inner child, to surround yourself with people, community that actually supports that vulnerability, that side of you to come out without fear of judgment, of shame. However, the energy you're really stepping into right now, like, I don't feel like fear and shame are at the forefront of your mind anymore. You're really releasing a lot of that which has kept you stuck a lot throughout your life. And you're really igniting your passion for life again. Like, who do I want it? Like, what do I want in my life? Because it's not what I've had. Like, I understand now I'm not down for that. And you're really seeing now and being able to self-reflect back on the person you are and the person that you have been, the soul that's always been in there, dating back to childhood, and remembering that greatness and learning how to self-express again. Like, connecting to that solar plexus, any shame or fear that you've had in being able to really truly express who you are through the way you speak, the way you dress, who you associate you with, what you want to do. Like, you're really honoring that power within yourself to embrace those differences about yourself. Tiger's eye crystal could be very either symbolic or good for you to be meditating on right now. Now we've got the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups here, and that's really it invites you to explore your spiritual side and connect with the deeper aspects of yourself. And like, you're sort of really approaching that with a bit of passion, with a bit of, charisma now. Like, seeing these parts of yourself as no longer like ick or fucking something that shouldn't be talked about or dived deeper into due to the distractions of everyone else around you. Like, you're now really moving towards that with greater, deeper respect for yourself and understanding of your experiences. And you're understanding now that not all answers can be found through logic and reason. Like sometimes you must rely on your intuitive wisdom. And you're really like starting to like that part of yourself and that intuitiveness with that Pluto transformation is really like you exploring parts of you that have been hidden from the rest of the world right now. You're like really being encouraged now that it's time to trust your feelings, be open to your opportunities, and embrace your creative and imaginative side. The Nine of Cups also is here to express gratitude for the abundance that surrounds your emotional fulfillment from this journey of self-discovery that you are now achieving. And that comes from being true to yourself, like the emotional fulfillment for honoring what you want, what you need, who you are, and who you want to be. Is really bringing you back to this playfulness, this joyfulness. It's bringing out parts of yourself that's been squished down for a long time. You're being guided also with this Five of Swords energy, like to conduct yourself with integrity as you move around this. Healthy selfishness, like boundaries, and not feeling guilty about, standing up to people. It's also gives off that energy, the aftermath of a struggle, again, from whatever has erupted this awakening within you. So, like, you're learning now the role you played in this occurrence in your life, and you're releasing that need to be right. Like if this has been a situation where you've been in battle with someone and you've been painted in this light, like for a long time you might have wanted to fight for what was right and getting your point across and, wanting people to know and understand the real you. But you are letting that go now, and also like forgiving yourself and forgiving others for not having capacity to do that for themselves, but also to understand you. So this is just really all sort of flowing in together with the message from your higher self is to really just keep going along this journey and trusting the process that comes with it. We've had the healthy choices come out, and you're encouraged to continue on with what you're drawn to. Like you are really understanding that we are what we eat concept and what's nourishing you, what actually makes you feel like shit or bloated, and wanting to just fuel yourself. Fasting if necessary, understanding like I don't have to eat just because society says I've got to eat. Like I'm going to eat more when I'm hungry and to fuel myself, not just like suppress or avoid or whatever the word was that I was looking for there. But you're being happier, and you the self-love and the self-care, love and life, you really are incorporating like how I treat myself is really reflective on this outer world around me. We've also got the Nadi here. Now the rivers of energy flow in our body. This is very much on par with the Kundalini. 3 key Nadi crisscross around each other as they travel upward towards the base of the spine, where Kundalini Shakti, a sacred coiled serpent energy, lies dormant. When Kundalini rises through the central channel of the Sushumna Nadi to reach the crown chakra, we're enlightened. Practice pranayama, bija mantras, and meditation to activate the Sushumna Nadi and be rewarded by peace and harmony and deep self-awareness. The other 2 channels, Ida Nadi and Pingala Nadi, terminate in the left and right nostril respectively and help us to balance female and male energies. Oof. Like, yeah, whatever you are activating and delving into right now, like it is like bringing a lot of internal peace and cleansing as well. So that's your reading, pile one. I hope you have gained some insight from that, and yeah, really embrace who you are and continue on the path you're on. Hey pile two, this is your reading if you picked the rune Inguz. It's the rune of fertility. It's akin to the moon. It's akin to that intuitive part of our nature. The need to share. The need to, the yearning to be desired by others. And it's a search after similarities. So with Inguz, it's the completion of beginnings. Drawing this rune may mark a time of joyful deliverance, a new life, a new path. It's a rune of great power. And receiving it means that you now have the strength to achieve completion, resolution, from which comes a new beginning. Now, the overall energy of your reading here, it says a lot and speaks to me a lot about the need to step away from self-imposing limitations, to release the concepts and the expectations or ideas that others may impose on us or have over us. You've had the number 12 Black Moon Lilith card show up here, as well as the number 9 card. So someone could be either born on the 9th of the 12th, maybe you're a Sagittarius, or the 12th of the 9th, maybe you are a Virgo, or the 12th or 9th of any month could be symbolic. We've also got the angel number 8 here. We've had the appearance of the wood nymph. And you're really being guided here in this reading to, where's my page, because I do have some notes here. You're really being called to activate and clear energy centers. So you could be quite emotionally sensitive right now and hypersensitive to your environment. The number 9 card of clear and activation. This is like speaking of the environments that we are in, that we have around ourselves, and how these do mentally affect our well-being. So you could be feeling really quite hypersensitive to your environment. The saying like you can't, I want to say the one about like heal where you were hurt. I know that that's not really it. Can't eat where you shit. This is basically saying that like you're being really restricted and held back within the environments that you're in, and your higher self is now encouraging you to take a stand, to stand in this power on this new path of self-acceptance and creating a beautiful, harmonious environment for yourself where you can recharge, self-reflect, and be more immersed in what resonates for you now. You could be finding yourself surrounded by or getting caught up in gossip, jealous conversation, repeated dramas, and toxic environments. And these need to be shifted if you want to live a better life. Like you could find yourself within a workplace environment, or this could even be like a family dynamic. But I feel like you've been carrying the weight of gossip, lies, and a false idea of who you actually are has been really spread about you, to the point where at some point you may have even believed this about yourself. And there is like a tendency on the negative aspect of this reading to fall back into that, like a bitterness of well, if that's who they think I am, well, let me show you who I am. And that's just not who you are. That is not who you are, despite the anger that can be brought up from this false, this misjudgment, this false interpretation of you. Time outdoors could be really highly beneficial for you right now. Like, the sun doesn't only warm our skin, like it also warms our soul. And when you are receiving that beautiful energy from the sun, like, it's going to really encourage you to feel not only better about yourself, but better about the situations at hand, and get more of an idle grasp on what is actually going on, rather than being caught up in the negative energy that surrounds it when you are in fact still in the environment. Now, Black Moon Lilith, like, she is an archetype that is quite interesting and very, very misjudged. It represents soul expansion and the force in aloneness and the path of the individual. She is the goddess of mystery and transformation. You may remember her from such films as First Wife of Adam, banished from the kingdom of God. But no, she refused to submit, and she then went off on her own path and apparently gave birth to demons, and she later sort of eventuated into that succubus energy of seducing and alluring masculine energies to her, and then tormenting them in their sleep. So there could be having the wood nymph here. There's a real temptress type sort of vibe about you, where there's been a lot of misjudgment. You could be really attractive. You could be someone that is you hold this energy about you, which is strikingly beautiful, but also felt around others. And you could really intimidate. If you're feminine, you intimidate a lot of women, and where they're turning their husband away. And hearing this constantly about yourself, there's a part of yourself that, does have that fuck it energy, that real Harley Quinn, let me show you how fucked up I can be type sort of thing. But where am I going with that? These ideas and these energies of you're this and you're that, what you need to embrace about it is really you're not to be demonized. It's actually command and strength that you withhold, and the powers that we hold in secret. You could be someone that has actually been through so much, but you don't speak of it. You're not out there publicly displaying, oh yeah, it's abused as a child. These are the fuel for why you are so strong, why you are so intimidating. Oh, look at her, we shit on her, and she still comes over and smiles at us. This is you. What you allude out onto others is unmatchable in a lot of the environments that you are surrounding yourself in. And this is where this call to step away from that is really inviting you in. This angel number 8 is jumping out to me right now. So number sequences, known as our angel numbers, can be signs from the universe. According to numerology, every number is connected to a vibrational energy that encompasses meaning. If you keep on seeing the sequence of the number 8, then it's likely that you're on track with your goals and your life in general. It doesn't get much better. You are going with the flow of what your angels have in store for you. The number 8 is also the sign of infinity. Take this as infinite love, confidence, compassion, money, or other abundance you desire. And it is also the symbol of karma, Take time to be grateful of how far you've come and consider how you can give back to others less fortunate than you. And that could be from like what you share about you, about your journey. Yeah, beauty be the North Star. Like this wood nymph energy, like, and also like this creating your environment, like you're being called from your higher self to create harmony and peace within your home. Acknowledge beauty in your environment, in yourself, in others. The more then it will show up in your life. And these individuals that you've been around that are keeping you at this certain level, like you've already evolved from it. And that's why it's feeling so fucking uncomfortable right now. There's a real need for self-reflection, and this Eight of Swords is like encouraging that within you. For liberation from self-imposed limitations, creating reality through belief. It's a time of remembrance, of re-emergence. Like if you've been through a lot and it's kind of forced you into this isolation period of hiding who you truly are, or fear of not being able to express yourself in a healthy way, due to the judgment of others, due to this bullshit gossip and crap and ideas that people have about you, you got to remember that you're brilliant. And as a child, you might have had moments where you really felt like you held the world in your hand, and that co-creating with the divine energy in you and around you, and just getting lost in that. It's that connection to your crown chakra, your perpetual gland, and like opening yourself up to that higher consciousness and embracing that part of yourself. We've also got the Ten of Wands in reverse. Now, don't try and do too much alone. Like, you could be reflecting on this now. Like, in your effort to be everything to everyone and anyone, you've found yourself struggling from the weight of it all. It's time now to delegate and share, to release burdens and find relief in it. Like, it actually feels good to let go of shit, especially if it's these self-limiting ideas that you have of yourself that are based on other people's opinions. Like, fuck them. We've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Like, you could get quite procrastinating and pessimistic about missed opportunities. Like, but you're really sort of gaining perspective on being able to see where maybe you failed to seize opportunities based on these fucking unrealistic ideas of what other people think about you. Or lack of recognition for what you do and shutting down. There could also be an indicator of struggles to manage your finances. But like, you are really following your passion at this time. You could be feeling insane chemistry with the path that you're on. Sparks and having fun, equal interest, burning desire. Like, your higher self is inviting you to get in touch with it. Meditation, yoga, breath work could all be practices that are beneficial to you connecting and being in that power right now. Also wearing the color purple and really healing and releasing whatever it is that people have told you about yourself. Like, who were you before the world told you who you should be? It's your reading, pile 2. I hope you've gained something from it. If you like this, please like and subscribe to my channel.